ball of craziness, and ultimately not put my faith in the Lord to be able to provide. Excuse me. Maybe a time comes when you lose your job, and what's your reaction going to be for that? What's your reaction going to be when and or if America is to go through another bad recession or even into another depression? If something happened, all of your finances were wiped out. All of what you had built for so long, all of what you have even put maybe some of your faith into it at times because you have that ability, you have that asset. What if it's all gone? It's all taken away. What's your reaction going to be to that? Is your reaction going to be, I'm going to take a step back, I'm going to breathe, I'm going to be patient, I'm going to allow the times that God's worked throughout my life in the past to roll over in my mind to prove his faithfulness to me over and over again so that I can put my faith in him during this time and just allow the Lord to work the way that he's going to work? The Jewish Christians were being thrown in prison for professing the name of Christ or being killed. And James says to count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. What will your reaction be? What or in who will you put your faith? Will you allow your heart and your mind to be settled and convinced, unmovable in trusting in the promises of God? Promises such as, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee, in Hebrews 13:5. And have testimonies like David in Psalm 37:25 that says, I have been young and am now old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread. Are you going to allow the situations of your life to control your reactions and to control your level of faith that you have in the Lord? Or are you going to have a reaction that says, Lord, I need you. Again, as I've needed you in the past, I need you now. Again, as how you've proven to yourself to me in the past, I need you to prove yourself to me again. I'm relying on you. I'm dependent upon you. And that's ultimately what he wants. He wants a continued growing reliance on him throughout your life, that you become more dependent on him, and that your faith grows. And it's only in those times of testing and temptation when your faith can be grown, so that after those times you can say, Lord, you've been so good to me. You've been so faithful to me. Amen. That patience is now grown, that patience has now had her work, and now you are content, understanding that God is sufficient for the mountaintops, for the valleys, that he is everything that you need. So that's the challenge for this evening, is what will your reaction be? Let's pray. Father, I do thank you so much for this opportunity to preach again. Father, I thank you for just how you spoke to my heart in the study during this. Lord, I do pray, Lord, that you would even just help me to keep this on my mind, Lord, with a lot of things I have coming up in the very near future, Lord, that just if anything goes in a direction that I'm not prepared for, Lord, that I would just be patient and just be willing to wait on you, and that when it's all done, Lord, that I would just see to be content in you and you alone. Father, I thank you again for what you've done. I ask, Lord, that as we leave tonight, give us all safety as we go home. Lord, I ask that you would just allow this message to be on the hearts and minds of all of us throughout the week, and that you would just bless in a special way, would you please?